all appreciate. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another what I eat in a day video. Recently, I have gone back into intermittent fasting, and if you watch any of my other what I eat in a day videos in the past, you might know I do a 16-8 fast, which basically means I just have an 8-hour window of eating, and then I do fast the remaining hours. I'm not a huge breakfast person, so for me, the challenge comes mainly during the evening when I am craving those late night snacks or having those munchies, and I am trying to shed a couple of pounds before our wedding. So I personally like doing intermittent fasting. I feel like it just gives me a better relationship with food, and for me, I feel like it also just helps me maintain my weight, or if I want to shed a couple of pounds, I find that I am able to do so a little bit easier while I am intermittent fasting. As you saw this morning, I just had some apple cider vinegar, and I have that every single morning. I also made myself some coffee, and a general rule of thumb is if you are adding in a splash of milk or creamer, as long as it's under 50 calories, your body should remain in a fasted state. So I wouldn't stress too much if you are intermittent fasting, and if you're like myself, want to have your coffee with a splash of milk. I just added a little bit of oat milk and sugar-free syrup in mine. But yeah, I typically have my first meal around noon, so I'm gonna just go ahead and sip on my coffee, and then I will check in with you guys at around noon to make some lunch. So it is now about 11:50, and I am getting ready to make my first meal. Usually I do have my first meal at around noon, and I typically stop eating at around 8 p.m. There are days where I will actually finish eating at around 7 p.m., sometimes even at 6 p.m. So the following day, I will just have my meal at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., just kind of depending how I feel and how hungry I'm feeling. I'm not really too strict with my time frames of when I start eating and when I stop eating, but I do like to make sure that I fast for 16 hours and eat within an 8-hour window. But yeah, let's go ahead and make some lunch. Lately, I have been loving having bagels. My fiance actually picked up a bagel for us from Einstein Bagels a couple of days ago, and he got the lox bagel, and I've just become obsessed. So that is what I will be making for lunch today. So here is everything that I will be putting into my lox bagel. I'm gonna cut up some red onion, some tomato, and I'm still deciding whether I'm going to add some of the everything but bagel seasoning blend, since this is already seasoned, but we shall see. I'm also going to be adding in some capers. I'm going to be adding some light cream cheese. I also got this from Trader Joe's. This is 70 calories for 2 tablespoons, so pretty low calorie as well. And because I'm not having any fruits or vegetables with this dish, I am going to be having my green juice, and I'm actually going to be adding in my Teamy's Red Super Fruits powder. This is a new product from Teamy, and I have been loving this stuff. It kind of has a slight cherry taste to it, which I do really like. So I just add this straight into my juice and mix it together, and I do really like it. If you want to try this out, I do have a discount code that I will pop up on the screen here. As always, I'll have this linked in my description as well if you want to check it out. But yeah, that is lunch. I'm gonna just go ahead and quickly put this all together. Lunch is ready. It looks and smells so good. I also just poured my green juice along with my Teamy Super Fruits powder in a little wine glass because why not? It tastes so good, and it's not too sweet either, but let's go ahead and dig into this bagel. So here's a bite with everything. We have a little bit of the cream cheese, bagel, salmon, tomato, capers, and red onion. So the perfect bite. So good. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then I will check in with you guys in a bit. Alright, so it is now about 3 p.m. and this is typically the time where I start to crave a little snack or afternoon pick-me-up. Before I take you guys back into the kitchen to whip up a quick snack, I did want to quickly pop on here and talk to you guys about this bone broth I have been loving, and specifically it is the Dr. Kelly Ann bone broth, and they are also the sponsor for today's video. So thank you so much, Dr. Kelly Ann, for working with me in this portion of the video. But yes, I have been loving this stuff, specifically this one. This is their newest flavor. This is the miso mushroom. And if you have been following me on Instagram, you probably have seen my stories, but I have been reaching for this as a little afternoon snack, especially now that it has been cooling down in Orange County. It just warms my body and just makes me feel cozy. I'll just show you how these packets come in. So they do come in individual packets. These are how the packets look like. Each packet does have 16 grams of protein, and they're only 75 calories. So they're low calorie and packed with protein. And I love that these keep me full for a lot longer. This bone broth also contains no cholesterol, no sugar, no fat. So it is honestly, truly just great for you. Bone broth has been referred to as liquid gold because of all its amazing benefits. And since I've been taking this stuff, I've already noticed an improvement in my skin. Whenever I start to eat bad, the first thing I notice is my skin. I usually start to break out, but after having this stuff for the past few days, I've already noticed my skin clearing up so much. I've also noticed my digestion has improved. So if you're not familiar with bone broth and all its health benefits, I'll just share a couple of reasons on why you might want to consider adding bone broth into your diet. Number one, it is a natural source of collagen, so it's great for your hair, your skin, your nails. It can also help with anti-aging, which I think we can all appreciate. And Dr. Kellyanne's bone broth contains grass-fed bovine collagen. And number two, it is great for your gut health and digestion. I have already noticed a huge improvement in my skin since adding bone broth into my diet in just about a week and a half. And for me personally, I tend to break out whenever I'm not eating the best. And since jumping back into my little healthy reset, weight loss journey, and adding Dr. Kellyanne's bone broth into my routine, I've noticed a huge improvement in my skin already. And I've also noticed that some of my bloating has gone down in just, like I said, in under 2 weeks. And number three, adding bone broth into your diet can also help with getting a better night's sleep, which I am all for. But yes, I've been really loving that Dr. Kellyanne's bone broth packets are perfect for on the go. All you really need is just some hot water and a packet and you are all set. These packets are also paleo friendly, keto friendly. They are non-GMO. They contain no dairy, no soy, no gluten. I'm gonna just go ahead and take you guys back into the kitchen now and show you guys how I put together this miso soup using Dr. Kellyanne's bone broth. Alright, so here is everything I am going to put into my miso mushroom soup as a quick little afternoon snack. I'm going to be throwing in some mushroom and some green onion, and I'm also going to throw in some seaweed. So very simple. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this in a pot, and then I will check back in with you guys in a bit. Together my Dr. Kellyanne miso mushroom bone broth soup. Again, this is under 100 calories, and I swear this keeps me full until dinner time, until probably around, I want to say 6 or 7. And you can season this however you want. To be honest, I will sometimes have this with just some hot water and sip on it in a mug, but let's go ahead and try this out together. It's still pretty hot. So good. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this up, and then I will check in with you guys in a bit. Again, if you want to try out Dr. Kellyanne's bone broth, I will pop up my discount code on here to save you some money. And as always, you can shop this in my description below. I will also have my discount code on there as well, so definitely check it out. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this now, and then I will check in with you guys later for some dinner. So it is now about 6 p.m. and I'm getting ready to make some dinner. I'm going to try and put this together pretty quickly so I can kind of take advantage of the lighting while it's still somewhat bright out. It's been getting dark so early the past few weeks, but yes, I'll try and put this together pretty quickly while the sun is still out. For dinner tonight, I will be making this right here. This is the one pot creamy chicken chowder with Home Chef. And if you have been watching my videos for a while now, you might know that me and my fiance have been on Home Chef the past few months. I really like it because it saves me time during the week with planning my weeknight meals, and I feel like it also saves me a trip from going to the grocery store, especially during weeks where I am extra busy. I am going to the Bay Area in 2 days, so I honestly didn't pick up much for groceries this week, so this has been a huge lifesaver. And I also like picking out meals with higher calories so I can stretch out the meals into more portions. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly put this together right now. All right, so here are all the ingredients that will be going into the one pot creamy chicken chowder. It does look really delicious and it fits all the fall vibes, but the instructions are on the back, all pretty straightforward. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. Don't mind me looking like a hot mess, but dinner is ready. It smells so good. This is how the soup looks like. I am so excited to dig in. Also, they were very generous with the cheese. I think I'm actually going to sprinkle a little bit more. I'm gonna just squeeze some lime in here. Let's go ahead and try it out. Cheers. This is honestly so good. Probably one of my favorite meals from Home Chef. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just have some dinner right now with my fiance, and then I will check in with you guys in a bit. So it's been a little bit later. It is about 7:30 right now. As you saw earlier, I did just take my vitamins. It's the same vitamins I have been taking for a while, just some prenatal, vitamin B12, and some collagen, nothing too crazy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope today's video gave you some meal ideas. I also want to just quickly remind you guys that all of our bodies are different. We all require different amounts of food to fuel our bodies. Again, I am in no way, shape, or form telling you what to eat. This is just what I ate today, and it does vary a little bit each day. I do want to say I probably had about 1,200 calories today. There are days where I'll have anywhere up to 1,400, 1,500, or 1,600. It just kind of all depends on how I feel. And again, just another reminder, if you are interested in trying out Dr. Kelly Ann's bone broth, I do have a discount code in my description, and I will pop that up here as well. So feel free to check that out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.